going on, everybody? It is Chris Akin back once again with another edition of Chris Akin Presents. Super glad you're here to check this one out. Very much appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time to share about this movie. If you like what you see here, by all means, do all the podcasty stuff, like, follow, comment, subscribe, repost, you know the drill. Do all those things, okay? Make the channel grow. All right, let's get right into it here. I won't take too much of your time. Over the Christmas break, I saw more movies than I have seen in a long time. I'm really not a movie guy. Trying to get more back into it. I used to be, but I gotten way more into kind of longer form TV. So the same as everybody else. I'm a binge guy now, but I'm trying to get more back into movies just because, quite honestly, trying to get through the Stranger Things last season has been amazingly tough for me. It's hard for me to focus 15 hours in anything anymore. I think I've kind of changed back a little bit to where I want to give you like 2 hours. Tell me a story in 2 hours. That's kind of where I've gotten to. Well, so that being said, I saw some movies. One of them was this movie that we are going to talk about today. That is the movie Song Sung Blue. Quite honestly, I saw the commercials for it, but I didn't pay any attention to them, and I did not know what I was seeing. I literally saw this movie and was completely surprised that it was nothing that I thought it was. I really thought this was a Neil Diamond movie, the same way a few months ago we had the Springsteen movie. And it's nothing like that at all. It does feature all the Neil Diamond hits, which I'm a Neil Diamond fan, so I loved hearing, Song Sung Blue and Suleiman and, all Forever in Blue Jeans. I loved hearing all that music. That was very cool. But this movie was not about Neil Diamond. What it was about a tribute family, I guess, tribute husband and wife team called Thunder and Lightning. And I guess it's a real story or Lightning and Thunder. I want to get it right. Featured the story of a guy named Mike Sardina and his wife Claire. In real life, they were Lightning and Thunder. This movie has a lot of name people in it. Hugh Jackman is the star. Kate Hudson is his wife. Jim Belushi's in this thing. Christopher from The Sopranos, Michael Imperioli's in this thing. Lot of recognizable faces in this movie. And basically the movie tells the story. It's almost a chick flick, but it's not quite chicky enough to be a chick flick, I guess. It's basically the story is this guy Mike is a Don Ho tribute guy. He's like this is how he makes his living, as being a impersonator. And he just doesn't want to do Don Ho thing anymore, and he wants to do something different, and he decides on Neil Diamond. And when he decides on Neil Diamond, he meets the girl that's Kate Hudson. They become lovers, they become friends, they become working partners with this Neil Diamond Lightning and Thunder tribute thing that they're doing. And, and then they rose to prominence, or they were rising to prominence. And then there's an unfortunate, I'm giving this all away. I'm telling you in advance, this is definitely, I'm definitely giving some spoilers here. So turn it off right now if you want to go see this and you don't want any spoilers. But what ends up happening is Kate Hudson is hit by a car, loses her leg. She goes into depression and drugs and everything else. And she's on the verge of just falling completely apart. This Mike dude stays with her, stays behind her, backs her, works with her, gets her into rehab, gets her out of rehab, gets her back walking again and learning to walk, and then gets her back into the band. And then it progresses into, that they get back together, they get successful again, they get this opportunity to meet Neil Diamond. And I won't spoil the ending of the movie, but I will say it comes right up to that, where they are literally playing their thing for the biggest audience they've ever played before on the same night as Neil Diamond is playing in their city as well. And so they're getting all the people that didn't get tickets to the sold out Neil Diamond show. Well, they can get the next best thing, seeing Lightning and Thunder. So that's the basic gist of this movie. excellent movie. It was very well written. If I'm a big fan of dialogue, and there's a lot of dialogue in this movie, and it's just for a short movie. I don't remember how long it is, like 2 hours, 2:15, something like that. 132 minutes, Wikipedia says. So what's that? 2 hours and 12 minutes, I guess. For that length of time, they did a brilliant job at building up the characters and making you care about the characters. And that's a skill. It's a skill that's kind of lost these days in the world of everything being a superhero thing where, the character's already been built for 50 years. To build characters and character interest off of people that you don't know anything about, that is a skill. And they did a very good job of it here with Song Sung Blue. I would recommend this one to most people. I would think 20-year-olds wouldn't get this at all because it is based kind of in the 90s. But it is a really good watch. It's not really intense. It's light. There's some dark moments, It's the typical, if I hate to say typical because I enjoyed this movie so much, but it is the typical kind of a date night sort of a movie that you kind of go to. You like the tunes, then it's got a little bit of drama in it that brings you down, then it brings you back up, then it brings you back down. It's that typical roller coaster, soft, emotional movie. Great thing. I would definitely recommend it to anybody that likes those kind of movies, or once it comes to whatever streamer it's going to come to, it's a Netflix and chill type of a deal. Very good movie. I certainly, considering I went into it thinking it was going to be like the Springsteen movie, which I thought was absolute trash. This was very, very good. And the music kicks ass too. Those Neil Diamond, you can't really go wrong with Neil Diamond. But it's a great movie. I certainly recommend it. So go check it out. If you so choose. It is Song Sung Blue, out there in theaters, right? It's either in theaters right now or it's in theaters right now still. I don't know if it left last weekend, but regardless of if it is or it isn't, it's a good movie. Check it out when you choose. How's that? And that is going to do it, my friends, for this episode of Chris Akin Presents. Thank you once again for watching. Make sure you do all the podcasty stuff. Follow, subscribe, like, comment, repost, all those things, all right? And that's going to do it for me. I am Chris Akin. This has been Chris Akin Presents, and we will see you next time. See ya.
Hey, you. Why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.